Welcome, everybody, to Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. This is your midday competition update. We are in the middle of Day 4. Day 4 is presented by Pirelli. We've got plenty of teams out here running those Pirelli Scorpion tires here at Dumont Dunes. I have, of course, a very special competition update guest, and that is Ms. Senorita Chrissie Beavis. Chrissie, lead scoring judge, thanks for coming out here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I know, we tore you away from your computer. When I told you that you were going to be on the show, you looked up at me with like panic in your eyes, like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm busy. I got a lot of things to do. I'm prepping for 3 days right now.
That's right, because after this, we've got one more night here, and then we move on to another base camp. There is still one more marathon stage, so we're halfway through, but halfway through is not nearly finished.
No, it's not. And the next 3 days are going to land on top of each other very quickly for us on the competition department.
All right. Well, I know that we've got a little bit of a highlight video out here from stuff that we have shot this morning. So let's roll that and see how they're doing out there on the dunes.
Yeah.
Man, well, you know what I love about watching this is you can really get a feel for Dumont, how there are a series of dunes, and then you have like a little dry lake bed in between them. So there's always a place for you to go if you need just a little bit of a break.
Yeah, but also, I mean, if you look at these dunes, they have such a different character to most dunes where you really can't just go up and over them. There's so many razorbacks.
Yeah, they're super, super sharp at the top. Well, let's go and look at some of the dunes that they were at this morning. At least some of our lead teams went out to the dunes first. Now, those right there, that series, kind of little C-shaped things, those are all of our big dunes out here at Dumont. And Chrissie, what can you see by looking at this tracker?
Well, so this morning we had the better teams of our 4x4 class and all of the C group, the X Cross, going out into those dunes this morning. And, honestly, I thought that they did really, really well, just looking at how they nailed a lot of the black diamond checkpoints, which are not easy. And then what we gave them this morning was a little bit different. They didn't have coordinates for those checkpoints. They actually were giving distance and heading from base camp. So they had to plot them on the map with a distance and heading using their plotter and their ruler rather than using the minute ruler to plot coordinates.
Okay, and are these 40,000 maps?
Yes, this is a 40,000 map.
Okay, so does that make a difference? Well, I guess it doesn't because you're not using your ruler, you're using heading a distance,
exactly.
So it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people were able to actually do that plotting. We did have a couple of X's in there that we did make them plot with the minute ruler, and so they had to figure that out.
Right, because they don't have a 40K ruler. They only have 50s and 80s and 100s.
That's right.
So you guys are so sneaky.
So the other teams went all the way up and around, and they're going to be coming down into these little dunes first before they do the big dunes. And down in these little dunes down here, instead of being given a heading and distance, they're given a road book. Okay. So at that green checkpoint you see right there, they will be given a road book, and they have to go and navigate to those black diamonds that are down in these little dunes down here just using a road book.
So that means that they can't do, because I'm looking at that and I'm like, I would go into that black checkpoint and then I would come out and then I would go north and then I would go in and then I would come out and I would go north. But your road book, you might make them actually drive through the dunes.
Exactly. They do have to go through the dunes
on
that road book. And it's all totally drivable. In fact, even the X-Cross we'll do that same road book.
Right.
So it's totally doable, but they are going to have to air down and put their whip flags on, even in those little dunes.
Right.
So this morning, though, Group B went out up Sperry Wash, and so that was just northeast of base camp. And you can see this big wash right there. And it's kind of an infamous wash. It's quite rough. Lots of kind of rock crawly sections through there. A lot of places to hurt your vehicle, but it actually looked like the Group B did really well this morning through there.
Now, is that an elevation climb through that wash as well?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
okay, so it's probably like rocky and soft and uphill, and God only knows what's there. I mean, it's nice that it's wide, so they have an opportunity to go to choose a line that they want, but at the same time, it can be really, really rough. And in fact, Team 152, they're in a Sequoia. They had an issue today while they went over, actually, as Matthew said, a rock bigger than a doghouse.
I think that was 153. But yep.
153, sorry, it's Team 153. So let's roll that tape. Let's see what the mechanics kind of miracle they pulled off.
All right, Matthew with you here from the mechanics tent. We had a surprise when Diane and Mika came in Team 153. Mika, give us a little play-by-play for why you're here so early in the day.
We were on our way to Checkpoint 1X and thought we were on a trail and making our way up, and there was a bush that had a rock near it. Maybe tried to go up the rock. It hit the skid plate very briefly, very clipped it, kept going, and then we dented the transmission fluid pan and smacked, dented the cross member of the frame behind it. But the frame is holding. We are just everything is slightly shifted up, probably 10 millimeters. The rubber is going to just compress a little. It's all right, but we had a clicking sound, and we wanted to make sure that the frame was drivable and safe. Safety first. And the frame is okay. The frame is holding. The welds are holding. It's a Toyota. And the transmission fluid isn't leaking. So we took a 20-point penalty for the mechanical assistance. We were only at Checkpoint 1, right? So we didn't have to wait for anybody to come out. We just turned around, came back to the mechanics, and they okayed us. We're safe. We were able to we were clicking against a electrical ground, we think, or an electrical control, so we just bent that up a little bit, And
Nice.
spirits are pretty high because we might still make it to the finish line, and that is the win today.
Diane?
Well, we made it to 3 finish lines and just take it moment by moment. So we'll just have to strategize with our open and close times and see what we can hit with the higher points and safest way that we possibly can do it. And we just feel so good that the mechanics are able to, clear us for safety wise. And that was our gut. We want to make sure that we weren't damaging something worse if we ran it all day and then came in and we were like, oh, well, we torched that car. So it's okay to lose a few points.
Yeah, for sure. And then hopefully you could get out there, refocus, and by the end of the day, you will almost forgotten about this.
We'll laugh about it for sure.
We will laugh about it.
Yeah, they were not laughing when we got here, but now that they know they're going to get the rest of their day done and the damage is not so critical, I'm wishing you guys luck today. We'll see you out there in the sand.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Real quick, anyone you want to say hello to at home?
Yes. Hi, Monica. I love you. I will see you so soon on Friday. Bye, everybody. Bye, family. Love you.
Hi, Finley. Hi, Atlee. Hi, Riley. We love you all.
Man, I have been in the mechanics before, and I know how it feels when you run over a rock and you smash something. So I feel for Diane and Michaela, 2 of our rookies here in the Toyota Sequoia.
Yeah, what a good attitude, though.
I know. Well, because, you've done the damage, so how can you fix the problem now? There's no point dwelling on it. Let's just move forward from here, and then, you can really dwell about it later on. But right now is not the time. Right now is not the time. Well, I know that we've got some scoring for you. Now, keep in mind that our scoring we're only halfway through the day here, so these are not, final scores. It's just how teams are doing right now as this day progresses. So let's put those scores up on this is for day 4, Group A, and it looks like we have got, let's see, let me get, Nina Barlow is out doing really well. Currently we have Penny Dale and Laura Wanless out. They currently have gotten 46% of the points. But I'm curious about what this little blue box is at those checkpoints 1 through 9 up there at the top. What does that mean?
Yeah, so those all of those could be gotten in any order.
Okay.
So typically you have to get all the checkpoints in ascending order. So from 1, 2, 3, you can skip checkpoints, but you can only go to a higher number checkpoint. You can't go back.
Okay.
That's normal. In this area, you were allowed to go to any checkpoint at any point, at any time. So you could go out and get any one of these checkpoints, come back to base camp, try again for another one. So you could go from point to point to point, and there was no order. So they could go in any order in those. And we typically have a couple of these during the event, and we'll definitely see some in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
well.
I bet we will. So is it better to have these kinds of checkpoints, these out-of-order checkpoints, do you think it's better to have them in the morning when your brain is kind of fresh, or in the afternoon when you're just trying to get back?
Yeah, I think that, if we see Group B is going to do those out-of-order checkpoints in the afternoon.
Okay.
And when we looked at which group we were sending where and, how fair it really was, if they were going out in the morning on these dunes or in the afternoon on these dunes, some of our local knowledge, so we've got the course director knows a lot of people in this area and has a lot of experience in these dunes. And his opinion was that these are soft dunes, no matter if it's morning or if it's afternoon. And I think mentally, it might be easier and nicer to not have the stress of the rest of your day actually going into these dunes. So I think that when Group B comes back in here and is able to just see how much time they've got and then go for as many checkpoints as they can in here, rather than Group A, where they've got to go get these checkpoints, but then they still have to go and do that big loop for the rest of the day. So it is definitely different, right? Each one.
Right.
And that's kind of the whole game, is that strategy.
Right.
And then X-Cross had to do those dunes in the morning as well. So they took some more time, but they just didn't have as many hard checkpoints in those dunes. Yeah.
And by hard checkpoints, you mean hard driving checkpoints.
Exactly.
Maybe not up as high on the dunes, or maybe not quite as difficult to get to it. But they were still out there playing with I saw on the tracker, they were playing with the 4x4s.
Oh, absolutely. And I've done a lot of trainings where we have, the Kia, the Honda out, and those vehicles are hanging just fine with the Jeeps and the Toyotas.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got a lot of teams out here running on the Pirelli Scorpion tires. Now, what this is Pirelli has given some teams $1,000 for their entry fee, and also given them at least 5 tires, maybe more, depending on how much they think that they need. And then Pirelli is also offering contingency on both on the groups within the teams within Pirelli, so who gets highest points, who gets the highest score running Pirelli tires, but also if you happen to make it into the full podium, you get another bit of money. So you could technically come out with like $3,000, which is pretty awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's really great to see Pirelli stepping up into this as a tire sponsor. You know, we've got the F1 race this weekend, and I'm like, aren't they busy with F1? And I'm like, oh no, they're here. This is so cool.
I know. They're actually here, and they're really, really supportive of this event. And honestly, I love their tires. We run them, and we love them.
We love them. We love them. Well, I know we've got a few more highlights. We always love to see those vehicles in the dunes. So let's see what's going on. I know we've got a lot of viewers out here who come to Dumont, that go to Glamis, but a lot of people are out here in side-by-sides. And I got to tell you, driving these dunes in a side-by-side is a lot easier than driving it in a full-size or mid-size truck that is stock.
Absolutely. Stock vehicles are not built for the dunes. They're built for the road, but it's super, super doable.
Yep. All you got to do is trust in yourself and trust in your vehicle, and you too can go out and have just a little bit of fun.
That's a practice. Some seat time helps.
Well, that's true. I do like. I need to come out and get some seat time with you.
Come on out to one of our dunes classes.
They
are fun.
I need to. I took the Land Cruiser out today and had a good time, and I was like, man, I need to keep doing this more often. Well, you know that you can all follow us at Rebelle Rally. We are on the Instagrams, the Twitters, the YouTubes, the Facebooks. We've got it all, and we love, love, love all of your comments. We're looking through them throughout the day. We like to read them here on stage, answer any of the questions that you all might have. So please keep those comments coming. Again, that is at Rebelle Rally. Our Instagram is lit. Our Facebook is awesome, and so is the Twitters. Now, if you miss a live show and you want to go back, you can always go back to Facebook, and all of those live shows are there. They're also posted on YouTube. So if you've missed this morning's show and you want to go back and see our starting line, you can always go back and check that out. We had a really, really good show this morning, actually. We had a lot of fun. So there we've got a live shot of what's going on right now. The temperatures are up, and it is a hot one. But pretty soon that sun is going to go back down, and we cannot wait for that. Team 190, trust your gut. You got this. Absolutely. Paulette Crowley, go get him today, ladies. Yeah, buddy. And you know what, dude? Team 120, they have so many fans.
Yeah, well, they should.
They should. They're a rookie team, and they're just doing so well. So thank you so much, everybody, for supporting all of our teams, supporting Team 120, all of our X-Cross, our 4x4 vehicles. We are going to bring another show for you tonight at the finish line. That will be at 5:30. We've been filming all day. We're going to have a bunch of really cool packages for you guys. So please, please, please tune in. That is going to be at 5:30 tonight at California time, live from our base camp here in Dumont Dunes. Dumont Dunes. And that is our Day 4 finish. Day 4, again, brought to you by Pirelli. Thank you, Chrissie, for taking some time out of your day. I know you have a lot to do. I am Emmy Hall. Thank you so very much for joining us, everyone. Again, this is Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. We'll see you tonight.
We've been all in on providing unbeatable engine protection so Alex can go all out in the toughest conditions. Pennzoil, long may we drive.
And now your action weather broadcast. We've got shifting weather conditions on the horizon. Expect high winds, scattered thunderstorms, cold fronts, and dense fog. It's a wild one out there.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
The Rebelle Rally is the longest competitive off-road navigation rally in the U.S. It is remote, unique, and extremely challenging. When we launched the Rebelle, we needed a robust, multi-function tracking system to serve as the backbone for course and safety operations. Unique to the Rebelle, it also has to interface directly with our real-time scoring system. The tracker must be reliable, durable, and never fail, combined with superior customer support. We chose Iridium-based YB tracking. It's the best product and the most experienced people. YB tracking has been a critical component of our safety and success since day one.